Hi everyone, and welcome to this short video where I'm going to be showing you how to search for articles at the eLibrary. We have numerous databases at the library that have full-text newspapers, magazines, trade industry publications, and academic, or also called scholarly journals. We actually have over 20,000 full-text publications, full-text, so there's a lot to choose from. And I want to show you three databases that you can use for doing research. All three are at the homepage of the library. One is called Academic OneFile, one is called Business Source Complete, and another one is called ProQuest Central. And let me start with Academic OneFile. Academic OneFile is a multidisciplinary database. That is, it covers a wide range of different disciplines, different subjects. So this is a database that you could use for taking a U.S. history class, literature class, a business class. A wide range of different subjects are covered in here. And there are two different ways in which I would suggest that you do research. One is to do a subject guide search. If you click on this here, all of the articles in here are tagged with subject headings. So what you could do, let's say you're taking a U.S. history class, you could type in the words Vietnam War, because you're doing some research on the Vietnam War, and you want to click on that. And about 80% of the articles in this database are full text. The other 20% just have citations and abstracts. So what I would do is click on full text, so you can just get full text results. Click on the word search. And there looks like there are a little over 2,000 full-text articles in this database on the Vietnam War. Now you could, if you wanted to, click on this here and it will display the 2,000 articles. But another way of doing that is you can click on this little button here and it will show all the different subdivisions, all the different subcategories within the Vietnam War. So you have, for example, 38 articles that deal with the casualties in the Vietnam War. You have 28 articles that deal with demonstrations. And you can go down the page here. There are numerous other different personalities, political aspects, betrayals, psychological aspects. If you wanted to go up here, let's say you wanted demonstrations and protests, click on this here, and it will display the articles here, and you can click on any one of these and it will display the articles for you that deal with demonstrations and protests during the Vietnam War. Now another way of doing searching in this database is to go over here to advanced, and here you could search by whatever term you choose. In this case, and if you click on this little down arrow, you can see all the different options that are available. You can search by author, by brand name if you're doing some company research. You can by subject, search the entire document. In this case, I want to do a company search. I'm going to say company name, and I'm going to type in FedEx, because I'm doing research on the FedEx Corporation. Click on that, hit search, and I have 136 articles. I'm going to limit by full text. That cuts it to 87. So I now have 87 articles which deal with the FedEx Corporation, and I can download or print those out if I choose. So that's how to do a keyword search in Academic OneFile. So let me go out of that and let me show you two other databases. One is Business Source Complete. Now, whereas Academic OneFile is a database which is, as I say, multidisciplinary, EBSCO Business Source Complete is just business. This is a terrific database. It's probably the best business database for articles on the market today. It has over 3,800 publications. This is a database which is licensed by Harvard Business School, by Stanford, Chicago, all the major business schools. Their students use this. So, and you're using it here at NACB. So click on this, and let me just briefly show you how to use it. You could, let's say you're doing some research on credit card and fraud. What you can do is you could type in credit card, and over here you've got a number of options available to you. I'm going to leave it on select a field, but I could have chosen some other like subject term or title. So if I leave it on select a field, you're telling the database I want the words credit card to appear either in the title or the abstract of the article, and which means the article is probably going to have largely due to credit card, or to the subject of credit cards if it's in the abstract or title. Here I'm going to try fraud. Same thing, I'm going to leave it on select a field. What I might also do, well, let me just run the search first. I always think when you're doing a literature search for articles, start broad and then you can limit it. You can start limiting it by full text, by date, and so forth. Let's just try to say credit card and fraud. Run the search, and we've got 4,200 articles which deal with credit card and fraud. Far too much to work with, obviously, but what we can do is we can go over here and we can say just cut it to full text, but 80% of the content in this database is full text, so we're cutting it down to 3,000. That's still too much to work with. Let's do it by date. Now the date range of the articles that are appearing in this 3,000 range from 1966 to 2017. It's a little too broad. I want something a little more modern. So let's bring it up to 2000. 11. I could take this bar and drag it up, or I could just have typed the number in here. It's going to cut it down from 3097 to 873. Still far too much to work with, but let's take a look here further. You can see these numbers that correspond to the different types of sources. So there are 436 articles in trade publications, 354 in magazines, 47 in academic journals. Let's just limit the results now to just 47 articles that are in academic journals. And here are the results. And what I can do as far as making use of these results, click on Page Options, and rather than Standard, let's click on Detailed. It's going to show you more information about the article. And then you can also go to Page Options. You can say, well, I want up to 50 displayed per screen, so I have to keep scrolling from page to page. And there you are. And what you can do is, and you'll notice, like if you click on the PDF, that'll bring up the full text of the article. So you could bring it up and say, and then save it, or you could, as you're trying to manage your research, go through and say, I like this one, and I like this one, and I like this one. And then up here, you'll see Folder. Click on Folder, and there are the 3 that you chose. And what you can do is you can say, select them all, or you can just choose a couple of them or one of them, and you can email them to yourself. So that's a very good way of managing your research. What you can also do is you can sign in. You can create an account, and by creating an account, you can save your research in the database for the next time you come into it. So that's EBSCO, and I'm doing this very quickly because I just want to give you a quick view of the database. It's ProQuest Central. Now, ProQuest Central is, like Academic OneFile, the first one I showed you, is a multidisciplinary database. It has a lot of subject areas represented in here, whether it's psychology or history or religion, business, a very large number of databases, rather subject areas. So what you can do is when you go in here, you can do an advanced search, and I would recommend doing that because you have a lot more power available to you. And here you could type in, and here are the search terms retained from what I just did a minute ago, bank tellers and compensation. So I'm going to say bank tellers anywhere except full text, because I want it to appear either in the title of the abstract. Compensation, I'm going to say full text. I'm going to click search. And what I get here is 244 articles that deal with bank tellers and compensation. If I wanted to cut it further, I could say, gee, I want just 135 articles from newspapers or wire feeds or scholarly journals. I could also cut it further if I wanted to change the date, just drag this over, and that would reduce the number of articles from 244 to some smaller number because it represents a smaller date range. So that's the ProQuest Central database, as well as the EBSCO Business Source Complete and Academic OneFile. And if you ever have any questions, please remember to contact the reference desk for more information about how to use these databases and others. Thank you.